Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. In this video, I'll show you how to do maintenance on your Generac generator. And this is a 20 kilowatts, but this should apply to all Generac generators. I'm going to go through the procedure of changing the oil and checking for the battery life on your generator. Make sure everything is working properly. This is everything you need for maintaining your generator. You're going to need 2 quarts of 5WD-30. And I like to use the extended performance full synthetic oil for that. And then of course you need an oil filter. I'll give you the part number in the description so you can go and get one. And then you need a battery tester. I'll put this in the description as well so you'll get one. You need to check for the battery life because these are sitting out here all year long. You're not going to know when the battery goes bad. One thing that you need to check often is these lights right here, and when it shows green, it's great, everything is good, and it should exercise weekly. But when it goes red, that means that it didn't start. So apparently this is working just fine, but there's a yellow for maintenance, so I'm going to go do maintenance on it. Okay, so what you want to do first is just to pull the lid straight up, and then in here there's 3 modes: auto, manual, and off. You want to turn it off. Make sure they're off because it'll be a real bad thing when the power goes off and this start running while you're doing the oil change. So then, lift this lid straight up and pull it out. It's just 2 pins that goes into the slot below right here. And that's it. Now you're ready to do the oil change. Now this is my maintenance schedule. I do it yearly, so this is June. So I went in and I already traced the old. You see how this gets really old. So I just wrote a new table and I just added the new date on there. So now I'm getting ready to do the oil change. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is just to relieve the oil. And it's been held on. I'm just going to get this cap out first. And there's just a little tie up here to just tug it in place. You just cut the cap off and get it down here. And you're going to let it naturally drain. Just make sure that you have a really low profile pan, just like this one, because it's fed by gravity. So it's going to take a little while I'm just going to get something to keep it down here while it's draining. So while it's draining, I'm going to go ahead and work on the oil filter. I'm going to put this towel here so oil doesn't get dripped all over the place. Now I'm going to take some of the older oil. I'm just going to lubricate the seal. I'll clean up the seal area on here real well. Tighten it up, make sure it's just hand tight. Hand tight is good enough for this. There we go. Now you're going to want to wait for probably 10-15 minutes for this to stop flowing, and then we're going to put the oil on. So while waiting for the oil to drain, I'm going to show you how to check your battery. And you can see there's a lot of corrosion going on. I'm just going to use a brush and just brush out the terminals, get all that junk out of there. Okay, so now we're ready to test the battery. And with this tester, it's really easy to use. So you're just going to connect the negative to the negative terminal, positive to positive terminal, and it'll power up your tester. And here I'm just going to do a really quick test. So I'm just going to do battery test in vehicle, enter. Then we'll do battery test, and then enter. And I'll ask you, this is a regular flooded battery. And then it's a pick an input. I'm just gonna do cold cranking amps, and this is 575. Enter. Cranking amps, cold cranking amps. Enter. And then it's doing this testing. And it say healthy 1%. So this battery needs to be replaced. It says charge 100%, and down here it say replace. So apparently this battery is 6 years old, and you can see the dates right there at 2020, and now 26 is 6 years old. For regular flooded battery, it's about time. So I'm gonna have to go and get a new battery for replacement. Now that the oil stopped raining, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this plug back. But before I put it back, I'm just gonna loop it in here just so it stays there, and then I'll secure the lid. All right, so now it's time to fill the oil. And you can see that I loosened this cap before I drained the oil, just so it doesn't pressure lock, and it will flow a little faster when you open up that cap. Now you need 2 quarts of this. I'm gonna put the cap back. Should is tight. So before checking for the oil, you want to turn the engine on first, just so it circulate the oil. So you're gonna want to put it in manual. Okay, so that's long enough. I turn it off. Now I'm gonna check for the oil. So I'm just gonna wipe it. All right, perfect. This is slightly above the full level, so it's fine. So next thing I'm gonna do is just to check for the air filter, and it's really easy. You just pull this latch out and then pull this right off from there and check for the filter. It's actually looking pretty decent. I changed it last year, so I might just leave it for another year since it doesn't look too bad. Now I'm gonna start changing the battery. What you need to do is just pull it straight out. And the cable doesn't go that long, so it goes up to this point. Disconnect the terminals. got my battery installed. Now I'm just gonna do a final test. I'm gonna run the manual mode and see, get the engine started. When everything is done, you need to put it back on auto. So now it's on a standby. Well guys, the job's completed. It only took me about 15 minutes to get it done. Now I do have to go to the store, so it added a little bit of time to get the battery, but other than that, the procedure is so simple, you can do yourself. We have this generator for probably 13, 14 years now, and we have no issues with it. I just do the yearly maintenance and keep up with it, and that's it. We live in Texas, and there's a lot of storms, so it's really good to have one of these on a standby, and we do use it quite a bit. Like yearly, there's like 5 or 6 times that power is out. Very convenient to have one of these on a standby. Appreciate you guys tuning into KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.